Welcome to the Midweek Wrap, the only hyper-local news, weather and events program for the Yarra Valley and the Dandenong Ranges, only on Yarra Ranges Life TV. And what have we been up to, Pat?
Well, it's been a busy one. We're ramping up again a little bit, of course, guys, and things are getting exciting because of the restrictions have eased a little bit. And we've been sharing with you some local business stories about how local businesses are rising like phoenixes out of the ashes. So this week we had a chat we went up to Healesville. We had a chat to the team at My Little Kitchen on Main Street up there and shared their cafe story and had a chat to Benny, the owner there. Also, we went to Four Pillars Distillery. Did you know we've got a world-renowned and world-class gin distillery? Yes, they won all kinds of awards last year. So we had a chat to one of the partners there, one of the co-founders from the distillery, all in the lead up to World Gin Day, which was last Saturday, the 13th of June. Then on Saturday night, we had another massive Valley Vibes, of course, back up at the Oak Tree Tavern.
Oh, did we ever, with the Detonators.
It went off.
Very popular, the Detonators. I think the first broadcast we had over 10,000 views, and same with this Saturday. So
yeah.
It was
24
amazing.
hours later, 10,000 views up. They've got a massive following all over the country, the Detonators. If you haven't heard their awesome rockabilly tunes, scroll back through our playlist and check them out. The guys are very funny and they're also extremely talented. Play some awesome rockabilly sounds, and check out Dave on the big double bass if you love
so
the truthful
cool.
bass. Yeah,
So cool. And they've got amazing merch too.
they do. And then on Sunday, we came here.
Yes, to the Yarra Valley Grand Hotel here in the beautiful township of Yarra Glen. And I had a chat with one of the managers, James, about, well, the history of the Yarra Valley Grand Hotel. It started in 1888, so it's very historic here. It's heritage listed, and what they did in lockdown and what they're doing now. So you can actually book a table here, you can get your food delivered locally, or you can come down and pick up some delicious takeaway food.
Absolutely.
So,
of course, now it's time for the latest local news headlines, of course, presented by our very own Karina Stone.
Thanks, Pat. The Yarra Ranges Council continues to develop new ways to support the community during the COVID crisis, this time attempting to reach members of the community who may not have access to important information via the internet. The brand new support postcards include valuable information on the types of support the council can offer, including financial support, food relief, mental health support, homelessness and housing services, domestic violence support and more. The postcards can be found at a number of supermarkets, petrol stations, chemists and other highly visited places around the Yarra Ranges. So whether you know someone who is elderly, sleeping rough or just generally doing it tough, the council encourages residents to pass them around to ensure all members of the community are aware of the supports available. And yet again, Parks Victoria has had to remind tourists and locals that the 1,000 Steps Infirmary Gully and the Redwood Forest in Warburton will remain closed to the public until the 22nd of June. It seems the message is still not being heard, with many visitors attempting to enter both sites regardless of multiple reminders and announcements made by both Parks Victoria and Victoria Police. Overpopulation, traffic congestion and a disregard for social distancing rules were key factors in the closing of both sites last month. Stay up to date with changes by visiting parks.vic.gov.au. And finally, police are seeking help from the public to identify the culprit or culprits responsible for an arson incident that occurred earlier this year on the 13th of January. Police believe an unknown individual or individuals used a can of petrol to intentionally start a fire on Joy Avenue in Mount Evelyn at around 10:30 p.m. and have released images of the distinctive red-coloured 20-litre can found at the scene in the hopes that someone may recognise it. If you have any information about the incident, please contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.
great read as always, Karina. Loving your news reads and script writing abilities. It's fantastic.
Oh, thanks, Pat. Thank you.
Now, we've got a big week coming up, of course, this week. Now, in the lead up to the winter solstice, of course, it's the Belgrave Lantern Parade would normally take place this time of year. It's been reimagined, of course. We're going to share that story with you in the next coming week. Also, we're going to be replaying the 2019 Belgrave Lantern Parade.
Oh my gosh, that was a mammoth broadcast. I remember asking you halfway through, no one knows this, but I said, do you mind if I finish up and just step out now? And you're like, no.
You
Still pushed on for another half an hour.
That's it. It was a massive 1 hour broadcast. So we'll be sharing that, doing a replay, of course, over the weekend to share some of the vibe. And Saturday night, of course, we're back at the Oak Tree Tavern. Valley Vibes is back. And we've got the awesome sounds of the Darlinghurst Band.
Oh, yes.
These guys are charting all over Australia with their awesome country pop. If you haven't heard them, do all original numbers. We highly recommend you guys tuning in.
What was that song that you used to sing?
So you'll get you back.
Yeah,
That was
I
their
thought so,
first
yeah.
charting hit. It was, I think it got up to number 2 or something in the country charts. It was huge. And funnily enough, it's actually going to coincide with 1 year from when that band first launched. So it's Darlinghurst's 1 year anniversary. We streamed them live last year when they launched, and now they're coming back a year later to share their awesome sounds. So
Amazing, can't wait for that.
Yeah. Oh, and we're also off to the Yering Farmers Market. That's back as well, of course, thanks to Yarra Valley Regional Food Groups. Yes, I can't wait to get back out to the markets, of course, doing it socially, distantly responsible. Of course, there's rules and regulations that we need to follow. But be sure to tune in on, Sunday morning for that one.
Yeah, can't wait for that. But we better do our thank yous. Thank you to the man behind the camera, Danny Field. These live broadcasts have been mammoth, and he's always pretty tired afterwards. You don't know how much work goes into capturing all those amazing angles.
Yeah, a lot of our viewers forget that it's only one man with one camera doing all the dynamic shots, of course, especially during the live music broadcasts. If you've never seen one, scroll back through, check it out. Very dynamic stuff, Danny.
Yeah.
Love your work.
And thank you to you, Pat, for keeping the show going during ISO. We've had to be a little bit creative in getting broadcasts out there, but we've managed to stay afloat, and things are starting to slowly return back to normal. So I'm sure we'll be bringing a lot more videos to you over the coming weeks and months.
We will, but remember, we're not out of the woods just yet, so there is no vaccine, there is no cure. Wash your hands as often as possible. Maintain your social distancing, of course. If you've got the sniffles, if you're sick, stay at home.
Yeah, that's right. And a very special shout out and thank you to Laser Clinics Australia in Chirnside Park. Amanda and our other friends there, the whole team, they're amazing. They look after us, they help us feel amazing and confident in front of the camera. They do all our skin stuff. So big shout out to Amanda and the team at Laser Clinics Australia in Chirnside Park. Make sure you check them out.
Yeah, I was going to say you're looking very...
fresh, thank
fresh.
you. Yes.
They don't do my skin, it's all good. It's all about Karina.
Yes, that's
Anyway,
it.
As always, let's bring it to a close. Of course, I'm Pat Boucher.
I'm Karina Stone.
Danny Fields behind the camera, and we're always living, loving and sharing life here in the Valley and the Ranges.
Only on Yarra Ranges Life TV.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.
See you soon.
Cheers.